Have you ever wondered how to manage your money effectively? It's a question that often leads us to the world of budgeting. A world that, while it may seem daunting at first, is actually filled with opportunities to take control of our financial future. So what exactly is budgeting? Well, in its simplest form, budgeting is an exercise in balance. It's about understanding the money that comes in and the money that goes out. It's a plan that outlines your income and expenses, allowing you to allocate funds accordingly. Think of it as a roadmap, guiding you towards your financial goals while helping you avoid potential pitfalls along the way. But why is budgeting so important? Picture this. You're on a journey, driving towards a destination. Without a map or a GPS, it's easy to get lost, to veer off course, to end up somewhere you didn't intend to be. The same can be said about our financial journey. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track of where our money is going, to spend more than we earn, to find ourselves in a place of financial instability. A budget, like a map, provides direction. It gives us a clear view of our financial landscape, helping us to make informed decisions about our spending and saving habits. Budgeting also offers a sense of empowerment. It shifts the narrative from being controlled by your money to being in control of your money. It allows you to dictate where your money goes, rather than wondering where it went. It's a tool that can help to alleviate financial stress, promote financial security, and ultimately, lead to financial freedom. And the great news? Anyone can create a budget. It doesn't matter if you're a student living off ramen noodles, a young professional just starting out, or a seasoned pro with a well-established career. Budgeting is a skill that can be learned, practiced, and refined over time. So are you ready to take that first step towards a more secure financial future? Stay tuned as we uncover the step-by-step process to create your budget. Before we dive into budgeting, it's crucial to understand your financial goals. You see, financial goals are the compass that guides your monetary decisions. They give you a clear direction and a sense of purpose. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home, planning for retirement, or just looking to pay off debt, your financial goals will set the course for your budgeting journey. It's important to make your goals specific and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want to save money," try something like, "I want to save $5,000 for a down payment on a house within 2 years." This gives you a clear target to aim for and a timeline to keep you on track. Remember, your goals are personal to you. They should reflect what you value most in life. So take some time to think about what you really want and then write down your goals. Now that you've got your financial goals set, let's move on to the next step. Your budget starts with understanding your income. Let's dive right in. The first step in income analysis is to calculate your total monthly income. Now, this isn't just your regular paycheck. It's a comprehensive look at all the financial inflows you receive every month. Think of it as a river with multiple streams that feed into it. Your salary, which could be the earnings from your full-time job or a freelance project you've undertaken, is the main river, but there are also little tributaries that add to the overall flow. These are what we call secondary income sources. They could be anything from a part-time job to freelance gigs, bonuses, commissions, or even cash gifts. But the river doesn't end there. There are also passive income sources. These are the steady streams that require little to no effort on your part. They flow in while you're busy doing other things. Some examples of passive income include rental income from a property you own, dividends from stocks or returns on other investments, and even a pension you might be receiving. Now, to calculate your total monthly income, you need to add up all these sources. Start with your primary income, which is usually your salary or wages. Then, add any secondary income you receive regularly. Don't forget to include any passive income you might have. Remember, consistency is key here. If you have an irregular income source, such as a bonus that you receive once a year, divide the total amount by 12 to get a monthly figure. This way, you'll get a more accurate of your regular monthly income. It's also important to note that income is not static. It can fluctuate due to factors such as job changes, pay raises, or changes in your investment portfolio. So it's good practice to review and update your income analysis at least once a year. In summary, understanding your income involves recognizing all your income sources, calculating your total monthly income, and regularly reviewing this figure. This gives you a clear, comprehensive picture of your financial goal. With a clear picture of your income, we can now proceed to the next step, which is understanding your expenses. Knowing where your money goes is a vital part of budgeting. Let's delve deeper into expense tracking, a key component of successful budgeting. It's like being a detective, only instead of solving a mystery, you're uncovering where your money disappears every month. First, let's talk about different categories of expenses. Understanding these categories can help you make sense of your spending patterns and pinpoint areas where you can make changes. Fixed expenses are those that stay the same from month to month. They're reliable, predictable, and often unavoidable. Examples include your rent or mortgage, car payments, or insurance premiums. These are the bills you know you'll have to pay, rain or shine. Next up are variable expenses. These are costs that may change from month to month. Think of your grocery bill, utility bills, or gas for your car. You know you'll have these expenses, but the amounts can fluctuate depending on your usage or market prices. Lastly, we have discretionary expenses. This is the category where you have the most control and where you can often find opportunities to save. Discretionary expenses include things like dining out, entertainment, vacations, or that shiny new gadget you've been eyeing. These are not essential for survival, but they do contribute to your quality of life. Now, how do you track these expenses? There are numerous ways, from the old-school pen and paper method to using digital tools and apps. The key is to find a method that works best for you. Consistently jot down every purchase or bill payment. Over time, you'll start to see trends, identify your spending habits, and discover areas where you could potentially cut back. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding where your money goes, you can make informed decisions about your spending. It's not about depriving yourself, but rather about making sure your money is working for you and not the other way around. Now that you've identified your expenses, let's move to the next step, creating your budget. It's time to put your income and expenses together to create your budget. Imagine your budget as a puzzle, where each piece represents a different category of your finances. The first step in solving this puzzle is to lay out all the pieces. In the context of budgeting, this means listing out all your income sources and expenses. Start by taking a look at your income. This will be the total amount of money you expect to receive in a given time period, usually a month. It should include everything from your salary to any passive income streams you might have. Then, move on to your expenses. These are all the costs you incur in the same time period. They include both essential expenses like rent and groceries, and non-essential ones like entertainment and dining out. Now, here comes the fun part, organizing the pieces of the puzzle. There are various methods you can use to do this, but one of the most popular is the 50-30-20 rule. This method suggests that you allocate 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to wants, and the remaining 20% to savings and debt repayment. To implement the 50-30-20 rule, start by dividing your income into these three categories. If you find that your current spending doesn't align with these percentages, don't worry. This is just an opportunity for you to adjust your spending habits. Remember, the goal here isn't to create a budget that's so strict it feels suffocating. It's to create a budget that allows you to live comfortably while also making progress towards your financial goals. Finally, once you have your budget, it's important to review it regularly. This will help you stay on track and make any necessary adjustments as your income or expenses change. So, there you have it. You've pieced together your financial puzzle and created a budget that suits your needs. With your budget in place, you're ready to take control of your finances. Congratulations on creating your budget, but remember, creating a budget is just the first step. We've journeyed together through the fundamentals of budgeting, setting financial goals, analyzing income, tracking expenses, and finally, creating a solid budget. It's critical to remember that a budget is not a set-in-stone document. It's a living, breathing entity that requires regular check-ins and adjustments to reflect your life's ever-changing landscape. Here are some key tips for budgeting success. Review your budget regularly, ideally once a month. This will help you stay on top of your financial goals and make necessary adjustments. Don't be afraid to tweak your budget as your life changes. Maybe your income increases or an unexpected expense crops up. Adjust your budget accordingly to keep it realistic and manageable. Keep these tips in mind as you start your journey towards financial freedom. Remember, effective budgeting is the key to managing your money successfully.